The city was unnervingly silent, its usual cacophony of sirens and chatter replaced by a heavy, suffocating stillness. In the dim light of his auto shop, Ayan meticulously wiped down a wrench. His knuckles still bore the faint, jagged scars of a past life he tried to forget. He had traded the roar of the arena for the steady hum of engines, seeking nothing but a quiet existence. But peace is a fragile thing. Just as he reached to flip the closed sign, the heavy metal door burst open. Zara stumbled in, her breath ragged and her eyes wide with a terror that filled the small garage. "They're after me," she gasped. Zara clutched a small flash drive as if it were her only lifeline. Before Ayan could speak, the street outside swarmed with sleek, black SUVs. Their headlights cut through the gloom like predatory eyes. Ayan let out a slow, resigned sigh. "Looks like trouble found me again," he muttered. Zara quickly explained the stakes. That drive was a digital Pandora's box, filled with evidence that could dismantle a criminal empire. The front door was kicked in with a deafening crash. Ayan grabbed a heavy metal rod. The fight exploded into a whirlwind of motion. Ayan moved with a primal grace. Punches connected with sickening thuds, and glass from shattered windows rained down. He wasn't just a mechanic anymore. He was a storm, brutal and unstoppable. Every strike was calculated, every movement devastating. One by one, the attackers fell to the concrete floor, but more emerged from the shadows. Zara watched, mesmerized and terrified, as the quiet man transformed into a warrior. He used the environment to his advantage, swinging the rod with lethal precision. The air grew thick with the scent of sweat and dust. Despite the overwhelming numbers, Ayan stood his ground, a wall of iron between Zara and the men. He took hits, but he didn't falter. His eyes locked on the next threat with a terrifying focus. Just as the onslaught seemed to end, the boss himself stepped from the largest SUV. He surveyed the wreckage with a cold, calculated menace. "Give me the drive," he demanded. Ayan, bruised and bleeding from his temple, allowed himself a defiant smirk. "Come take it," he challenged. The final confrontation was a brutal ballet of raw power. Fists met flesh, bone against bone. It was a visceral struggle. Ayan's breathing was labored, his body screaming in pain, but his willpower was unbreakable. With one final, desperate surge of strength, he delivered a crushing blow. The boss collapsed, lying unconscious at his feet. The silence returned, heavier than before. The distant wail of sirens grew louder, painting the walls in flashes of red and blue. Zara looked at Ayan with awe. "Why did you help me?" she asked softly. Ayan managed a tired, imperceptible smile. "Because some fights," he said, "are worth it." He didn't need a reward or a thank you. He had found his purpose again in the chaos. As the police cruisers rounded the corner, the two strangers walked away together into the fading darkness. The city was no longer silent, but for Ayan, the noise finally made sense.